we're a very heavy football show. It dominates our kind of coverage on our website, dominates the discussion here. But um, contrary to popular belief, there are other sports out there, and other sports going on right now are men and women's basketball. And for Black college basketball, this has been a very fruitful period. Lots of upsets the first couple of weeks of the season, and I'll run through those real quick. Southern University, they knocked off UNLV running Rebels. Shout out to Larry Johnson and the crew from back in the 90s. Um, Norfolk State has gone. The women's basketball team has gone on a tremendous run. They're undefeated. They're 5-0. They're doing all this without their big time NC State transfer Diamond Johnson. She hasn't played yet, but they're undefeated so far. The Grambling women's basketball team, Ken Rashad, they knocked off Arizona State of the Pac-12. Jackson State just last night, they knocked off SEC Missouri, North Carolina A&T. They went down to Tobacco Road and they knocked off Wake Forest women's basketball team. And we talking about Howard early in the show. Their basketball team almost beat Georgia Tech in a really close game. And even going down to the Division II level, Clark Atlanta, not known for basketball, they knocked off Mercer, a Division I team, in an exhibition game. So my closing argument is like we should pay close attention to college basketball this year. I know something many folks don't watch or follow until they get close to tournament time, but there's a lot of great basketball being played right now. There's a lot of good teams playing right now. I know for many schools, especially Division I level, you're not going to see a lot of home games probably until January because so many teams are playing so many road games for money purposes. So they're not going to be on campus for the first month and a half. But despite that, Black college basketball teams are putting the fight and they're winning these games. Like these kids, men and women, they deserve our support. I know sometimes like we don't consider thinking about basketball until football is completely out of our systems, but the performances the first few weeks of the season has put everybody on notice that hey, like these teams, based on NIL, based on the way college sports in general has shifted with one and dones going to the NBA, with more rosters, with capable players on them. We had teams in the Final Four last year that were from FAU and another Group of Five conference playing for the national championship. So anything can happen in college basketball, and Black college basketball teams early in the season, as of now, they're showing them, hey, they compete with anybody, and not all these wins are upsets. Some of these wins are just teams that are just better on that day, and not the little engine that could just happen to get away with a win. No, these teams have improved their recruiting, they've improved their coaching to be able to win these games. So if you have opportunity to go out to a college basketball game this season, take advantage of it because you're going to see some really good basketball being played. And so that's my closing argument for tonight.